Hey guys, Tim Kell, Kell Knives. I'm going to talk about the Mercenary. It's our newest blade, just dropped, feature rich. So here we go. 5.5 inch blade. It's our biggest blade to date. It fits in a nice category between that camp style, bushcraft, combat style blade. So we've got a 1095 high carbon steel, 5.5 inch, 1.25 inch wide, 10 3/4 total length blade. It's hardened to 57 to 59 Rockwell. We use our new heat treatment process that has that incredible edge retention and durability. You all have seen the nail cut test. The end of this video, you'll see the slicing test, you'll see the chopping and abuse test, and you'll see that nothing happens to a blade heat treated the Kell Knives way. We plate it in nickel boron. It's the battle worn finish that you all are used to seeing on your firearms, done by the premier nickel boron coater in the world. We put a G10 handle that has our famed grenade grip texturing. On the outside of this, you'll hear that texture. That texture is a micro version of what you're gonna see in a 1911 style pistol grip or any of your pistol grips. It really wet hands, greasy hands, sweaty hands. You all know if you're doing work, you need that extra grip. We have our grenade texturing that's really nicely contoured. There's no hot spots in this. You can chop all day long without fear of this thing hurting your hand. We added an integral glass break into the hilt. Still very comfortable, not sharp enough to hurt your thumb. The nickel boron is going to protect this blade from any sort of damage whatsoever. We have an integral hilt. We brought our G10 up onto here to make this very comfortable for a choke grip on this deep sharpening choil. Not only does this help you sharpen your blade all the way down to the usable edge, it gives you that rotation for close-up blade work. Our balance point fits right there between those two fingers. So that's gonna make this blade, it's big, feel very light, very fast. The Kell famed contouring and ergonomics of our grip, tip down, this thing fits perfect. No matter you got huge hands, small hands, this blade is gonna go to work for you all day long. I used a spear point tip on this blade. We added a swedge on the back, lighten that blade up, really help you with piercing if you need it. And it also thins this blade down to get a very fine slice. This blade performs like a kitchen knife in slicing, performs like a chopper in batoning, and moves like a EDC blade. This blade is where it's at. Thanks. This is the Mercenary, by the way. Okay, so the apple jumped straight up in the air. There's that one. And what you're looking for is a clean cut. So for a heavy, thick blade, that's a really clean, fast cut. So maybe we can slow it down, but you'll see that it just hopped straight up and fell right beside the stump. So a super dull knife is gonna clear that and knock it away. But when you've got a good cutter and your edge geometry is right, it just cuts through. If that makes sense. It's got a couple pieces of 2x4 just to show that the edge geometry on this is good for splitting, not just for a combat style blade. Well, that did good. So you can make your kindling pretty quick, pretty smooth. It's going so fast, I can't really show that it's not taking effort. So you saw it slice the apple, but now you can see it bust wood. So the Mercenary really is a super multi-purpose blade. That's why we designed it the way we did. So you can also get super clean cuts because we've got that super stout edge. Where'd it go? So that's the piece it cut. That's both ends, so you know we're not doing any camera trickery. It just shows how clean that is, how good the edge geometry is on it. when you cut them crossways like that, it's not breaking the wood, it's actually cutting through. So we cut through end grain to show. Now look, you see the sap on the nickel boron? You see that? I'm a little ashy, but it shaves after all that. There's a Mercenary, just to half that apple. So look at that. No big knife is supposed to be able to cut thin paper like that. That's like a kitchen knife. Look, you can see through it.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy. That's edge geometry. That's that texture we put on the blade. That's the nickel boron. That's what that is. Just gonna do 2 cuts, right? I'm gonna do this one because that's hard to cut. Damn. Oh, missed. Oh. I'm gonna go across. I don't know, can you see how deep it is? I mean, it's just a pumpkin, but it's just so clean. You know what I mean?